again. This is Barry Kraft with Smatterings from Shakespeare. In an earlier smattering, we talked about a Cadillac going across the country containing Jonson, Marlowe, and Shakespeare. And Shakespeare has festivals all over the USA and the other two don't. And one of the big reasons for that is that Shakespeare's scripts were saved and nurtured and taken care of, not only by Shakespeare as a shareholder in his theater, but by good friends, John Hemming and Henry Cundall, who worked with Shakespeare as fellow shareholders and as actors for almost a quarter of a century. Now, when Shakespeare was alive, approximately half of the 38 or so plays we have from him were published during his lifetime, but an entire other half never saw the light of printed day, and that grouping includes As You Like It. Now, fortunately, 7.5 years after Shakespeare died, the labors of Hemming and Cundall came out in a gigantic book called The First Folio of Shakespeare, so named because of the way the particular page was folded. And here you see the frontispiece, I think they call it, of the First Folio, 1623, of Shakespeare's works. This includes 36 of his approximately 38 written plays. And you'll see here on the top, it says, Master William Shakespeare's Comedies, Histories, and Tragedies, published according to the true original copies. And underneath we have Shakespeare looking as if his head has floated down from a spaceship on top of a couple of shoulders. It's an odd sort of look. At any rate, we're very grateful that plays like As You Like It and The Tempest and Julius Caesar and Antony and Cleopatra and Comedy of Errors, these plays that never were published during Shakespeare's lifetime saw the light of day late in 1623 in this magnificent book. But it's only fair to say that the true original copies is somewhat of a printing blurb. They didn't want people to buy those inexpensive quartos, the form in which Shakespeare's plays were first published during his lifetime, a little paperback that went for a lark, cost nothing. So basically, Hemmings and Cundall said, throw those away. These are the true original copies. But scholars have seen, for instance, in plays like Romeo and Juliet, that all the folio edition is a reprinting of the third printed quarto. Not even the second quarto, which is the one that most scholars say comes closest to what Shakespeare wanted. And there's a first quarto, sometimes referred to as the bad quarto, which has many good readings as well. So with the 18 plays or so that were published during Shakespeare's lifetime, when you get them again in the folio, sometimes there are vast differences. And directors and scholars and readers have to decide which reading they prefer, which reading perhaps is closest to Shakespeare, the first printed quarto or the later reading we find in the folio. See you next time.